How we doing, kids? Let me know if the audio is okay. We'll get to a few comments and stuff. I am here. I'm present. I am Sterling Wheel, your gas pastor. We are in Southern California. To be specific, we're in the land of Ontario, California. Get to a few comments. Make sure your kids are doing okay. Sponsored by Adam Bennett, by the way. Rob's neighbor was first in the house. I'm not going to give that one to you. I'm sorry. Adam Bennett donated $50 for me to go live. So Adam Bennett is first and will always be first. I need to step off a screen and grab something. But yeah, sponsored by Adam, powered by Adam Bennett. And yes, we've gone, I'm going bald anyway, so I like to keep my hair kind of short. I'm going to distract you for a second. I want you to look at a picture and tell me what you see. And I'll be right back. You can still hear me. I can still hear you, Red. But I need to grab a towel because there's jizz on the friggin' thing. Listen, I'm sitting in a hotel room sponsored by the company that I work for. And of course, there's jizz on everything. So it's always good to have a towel nearby. We'll talk about that picture here in a little bit, but I want to show you kids another one. You kids like happy pictures? There is a doggy. That dog was staring me down when I made my delivery a couple days ago. Tonight is my second night in a hotel room in Ontario, California. Let's get we got Juan in here. Juan plays games. Very good to see you in here. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Adam Bennett has broken the speed limit, by the way. I have to get rid of the doggy because Adam Bennett just demands to see me in person. Holy shit. Thank you for the $100 super chat. That goes towards debauchery. And I will show you the debauchery that you have paid for. Well, I can't show you too much, but you paid for my Uber Eats. We got Outback Steakhouse. And I'm not going to tell you what else you paid for. Okay? Thank you, Adam Bennett. You were keeping me very happy tonight. $100 super chat. Fucking awesome. Thank you, my friend. Let's get to a few I need to punish you for that. How dare I forget? Super chats get punished on this channel. So yeah, thank you for the super chat there, Adam Bennett. He also, the video that just premiered on my channel, there's 30 of you watching. None of you saw the video that just premiered, and that's okay. You don't have to subscribe to my channel. Don't even look at my channel. Get out of here. You don't have to be here, but give a like before you leave. Adam Bennett sponsored the Church of Wheel tonight. I am Sterling Wheel, your gas pastor. Tonight, we are talking about death. We need to talk about death, but let's get to the comments before things get really crazy around here. And thank you again, Senor Adam Bennett. We got random account. If you're going to review the food, because if you do, it comes a tax write-off for your streaming business. Score. Okay, so what'd we eat? Let's see here. Oh, do. Okay, so we ordered from Outback Steakhouse. It was Uber Eats because I didn't feel like leaving the hotel room. And we ordered The drink is called the Aussie Palmer. It's like tea and lemonade. And then the chimichurri filet. It was pretty good. And a wedge salad. I like wedge salads. There's an not Outback. There's an In-N-Out right up the street from here. I didn't really want to participate in like bread and all that other stuff. So thank you for the advice. Random account. Good seeing here, my friend. Brown Chicken says, I seen it. We had some good people in here that popped in here earlier for the premiere of my latest video. It was an hour-long video. Brown Chicken, very good to see you in here, sir. He is a proud and valued channel member. You'll see that little squiggly line right there. He's a member of the channel, which means he gets to see a lot of videos before anyone else. Adam Bennett is reminding us that we need to pay attention to our health. Thank you, Adam Bennett, for your well wishes. And, we're just, just thinking about Adam Bennett's comments. He is a valued channel member. By the way, he is the most valued channel member. And Brown Chicken's right up there too. Brown Chicken, good to see you. Who's we? It's me and myself tonight. Me and my Arnold Palmer that's been spiked. Ain't that the truth? Good thing I'm in a hotel room because there's no way I'm walking downstairs. Oh, Brown Chicken saying hi to Lady J. Did we miss Lady J? Am I having issues with my commentaries? Sometimes the comments get kind of screwy around here. Adam Bennett with $100 super chat says, yes, you. I am in Adam Bennett's neighborhood right now. Not too far from here is the beautiful land of Orange County. I'm not too far from Orange County. What? At 1938 at 7:38 in the afternoon. Orange County is 5 hours away from me right now. You'd be better off calling a helicopter. Orange County right now is making the news. They're having some crazy waves going on. And if you're the type of person who likes to step on a surfboard and go surfing, it's absolutely amazing times. You'll see it on the news right now because a couple people have been swept out to sea. But yeah, Orange County. I was born in Orange County, but my parents lived in Santa Ana and then moved to Palmdale, which is just north of Los Angeles in the high deserts of California. And it's nice to be back in California. It's if you hang out with a truck driver long enough, you'll hear us complain that California, that we call it California. It's the worst state. I never going to California. California's fine. It's a beautiful state. And other than their political leanings and stuff, it's fine. America's a beautiful country. Like, quit complaining about places. You're only complaining because you're scared. But Adam Bennett has sponsored the show tonight. So be sure to check out his channel and tell him that Sterling sent you. I'm a little far behind in the comments, which is a common occurrence on this channel, so don't let it surprise you. Brown Chicken is in the house, a valued channel member. He's your first, he will be your last. You're not going to drop a super chat too? For shame. Sky Troopers in the house. Sorry I didn't get your comment sooner. I'm only 8 minutes behind. Yo, 100 buckaroos. Yeah, Adam Bennett is a fine, upstanding member of this channel. He's good people. I don't care what anyone says. Juan Plays Games said hello. Hope you're doing well. What kind of games do you play? In the future, my channel will change, later this year, and there'll be less trucking content because I'm making a big move in my life. But those of you that are subscribers, you're used to my chaotic personality. Brown Chicken says Adam Bennett making it rain. Yes, Adam Bennett can always be dependent on. Brown Chicken's asking Juan what game he playing as well. You kids excited for Grand Theft Auto 6? I'm not. Okay, so I used to be a pretty big gamer before I got, wrangled in by the trucking industry. And I would literally, whenever there was a Rockstar game, I would take vacation time and spend like 2 or 3 days playing, Bully or Grand Theft Auto 5 was a big one. Anytime a good Rockstar game came out, I would take vacation time. And I always felt embarrassed because like everyone at work would be like, "Where are you going on vacation?" It's like Liberty City. Brown Chicken says Yoko, and we have spotted another super chat, by the way. Adam Bennett with a $50 super chat says trucking sucks. I have a 650 watt radio, but who cares? I care because you got to say my name is Adam Bennett, and I got myself a 650 watt radio. I got myself a Striker 675 HP, and I drive Peterbilt. My name's Adam Bennett. And thankfully you misspelled it, but yeah, I do agree with wit power. Like you got a good brain on your shoulders. Is that what you're trying to say? As always, every super chat gets punished on this channel, but this time I'm going to change things up, and it's going to be a bit of a PSA.
When my belly starts a rumbling and I'm jonesing for a treat, I close my eyes for a big surprise, the tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch. I love the tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch, the best they grow on trees, and streams of bacon ranch dressing flow right up to your knees. There's tumbleweeds of bacon and cheddar paves the streets. Folks, don't front you cause you got the juice. There's a train of ladies coming with a nice caboose. Never get in trouble, never need an excuse. That's the tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch. I love the tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch. No one tells you to behave. Your wildest fantasies come true. Dallas cheerleaders give you shaves. Red onions make you laugh instead, and french fries grow like weeds. You get the veg all day, all the lotto tickets paid. There's a king who wants you to have it your way. That's the tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch.
I could watch the last 10 seconds of that for the rest of my life. Starring Brooke Burke. She is a gorgeous woman. Oh, hold on. Tactical Troll. We love trolls on this channel. Please hang around. Any advice on how I can approach my girlfriend to tell her I prefer she shave her hairy nipples? How hairy are we talking? Is it like this? Do her nipples look like that? Is that what we're talking about? Because if it's like that, then we need to talk to your girlfriend. Here's how you approach it, and you approach it as if you were trying to convince her into a threesome. You can't just tell a girl, "Hey, I want a threesome," and you can't tell a girl, "Hey, your sister's hot," and you can't tell your girlfriend, "Hey, your best friend's hot." What you have to do in order to convince your girlfriend to shave her hairy nipples is treat it with respect, and you need to say, Some of the most beautiful women in the world don't really have hair around their nipples. And I'm not saying that I don't love you any less. But Pamela Anderson does not have hairy nipples. You know? So that's how you would approach it. That honest advice. And we got some people in here saying shame her and all that stuff. Don't shame your girlfriend. I'm sorry, Big Funky. That's a funny answer though, but never shame your girlfriend about her hairy nipples. And listen, I'm going to tell you right now that maybe the hairy nipples will work in your favor. Let's just say you're the kind of dude that doesn't like to floss and you like sucking on nipples. Well, the Lord provides. Welcome to the Church of Wheel. I'm your guest pastor, Sterling Wheel. The Lord will always provide. So if your girlfriend has hairy nipples and you also don't have a proclivity towards flossing your teeth, maybe God has solved that problem for you. Amen. And thank you for the super chat, Adam Bennett. We've got another super chat. Oh, we got to pop in here. Adam Bennett says, yes, the dude is awesome. Yes, I've always been awesome. You've just discovered that after dropping all your super chats. With that being said, you will be punished for your super chat. We cannot tolerate super chats around here. And we'll make it short and simple. And again, thank you, super chat, Adam Bennett. Good seeing you here, my friend. Hope you're doing well, man. I don't know what your 20 is. I think you were in Kentucky or something. Back to the comments. Big Funky. I still say the surprise waxing is a decent idea. Just have to place asleep really quickly. No, don't surprise your girlfriend with a. Don't wait till she's asleep. If you got a good set of tweezers, mine are over there somewhere. While she's asleep, completely dead asleep. Wait for random eye movement. Just stare at her till she falls asleep. Girls love it when you do that. And then just hover above the hair sticking out of her nipple. Close. Let her breathe a couple times. Make sure you got random eye movement. Yoink. Problem solved. Let's get to some more comments because I get far behind. I get so far behind in the friggin' comments. I'm so far behind the comments. Jeez. Tactical Troll, I appreciate your comment. You're a good dude. Love my trolls. Adam Bennett says, you should totally walk downstairs. You might meet an awesome chick. You should totally stroll around and walk around, meet a chick. We're not meeting any chicks in Ontario, California. I'm sorry. Pretty close to the airport, by the way. There's probably some chicks walking around out there. Brown Chicken, Value Channel member, drop the emoticons. If you're watching this on YouTube, you would have seen my Volkswagen. Adam Bennett says, Palmdale, come back to me. I need you and I want you, baby. Brown Chicken says, lick 'em low, Lisa. Chasing Ghost, Tara's in the house, said, hello. How are you? Won't you tell me my name? Or your name? Who cares about the Doors? Lead singer's dead anyway. Brown Chicken is a valued channel member. Oh, snap. Sterling's quit trucking. I'm going to change things up. No official announcements on my channel. If any of you have been around my channel for a while, you'll notice that anytime I make a big, important announcement, things go to shit. Kawasaki KX250 is a fucking, that motorcycle is tits. Tonight's topic is death. Let me pull your comment down and prove it to you. Church of Wheel. We're going to talk about death. Good thing to talk about on a Thursday night. Chasing Ghost, by the way, has a pretty cool channel. She went live. She goes live on Sundays pretty regularly. Messes around with the guitar. She did Priest last Sunday. Think of Maiden this weekend. I would agree to that. And you commented on my YouTube short this morning. Who had I played Slightly Stupid. The song's called Mellow Mood. It's a very good song. Adam Bennett knows that song very well. All of us that grew up in Southern California know Slightly Stupid. It was an alternative to Sublime. Same record label. Buck Brown, my brother in the house. Shop showed me the old turbo. Impeller shaft was bent. Fins got gnawed on. Damn. Sell your stupid truck. You need to quit trucking. Brown Chicken says, punished him. I did. I punished Adam Bennett. Wait, are you saying that I should punish Adam Bennett one more time for dropping a super chat? We always punish Adam Bennett around here, saying, laugh out loud. Yes. Good to see kids in here. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Let me know where you're at in the Americas, or if you're all over the world. We had some people from Ireland recently stop by the channel, which I thought was pretty cool. Tara saying hi to Buck Brown. Brown Chicken says, that's racist. Everything is racist. Get over it. Brown Chicken's laughing out loud. I know what he's laughing about. Adam Bennett with the $10 super chat saying, yes, fucking this dude is awesome. I know I'm awesome. You don't have to point it out. Big Funky was answering the question about professional troll. Was that guy in here earlier? Just wax them about nipple hairs around your girlfriend's nipples. I don't think waxing is a good idea. Big Funky. It says surprise waxing when she's asleep, you know. The problem with waxing is there's a lot of prepare. You have to warm stuff up in the microwave. We got a microwave right here. I forgot to bring my nipple wax. We got a microwave. Rob's neighbor giving professional adult advice to and just embrace the hair. I would agree with that. Chasing Ghosts. Those are called areolas. That's amazing. Big Funky in the house saying, wait until she falls asleep. Apply wax and rip it off. Close eyes and act like you were asleep. I said the same thing similar with tweezers. I think you do it. Oh. Right here is the keys to my semi truck, right? And I've got one of these carabiners. Emphasis on beaner. And it's got like a good little clip to it, right? You know. And I think if you put a nipple hair in that, slam it shut, and yank, that would work just as well as a pair of tweezers. I'm telling you right now. Good seeing here, Big Funky. Adam Bennett has dropped the secret command on my channel, so I have to obey. That's enough of that. Let's get some more comments. Change the channel. Adam Bennett is reminding us, me unhave beef. Yes, that is very correct. I will not argue with that. Big Funky agrees with me. Let your girlfriend keep her nipple hairs, and it's free floss. You know how much floss costs nowadays? Like if you went down to CVS right now, or a Walgreens, or a Woolworths, and ask for floss, it would be $3.50. So just have a girlfriend with hairy nipples. Find yourself an Armenian girlfriend, and you will never have to floss. If you go down on an Armenian girlfriend, you will never have to floss another day in your life. Welcome to the Church of Wheel. I am Sterling Wheel, your guest pastor. Brown Chicken says flossing. He agrees. He's up there in Minnesota. He knows them hairy girls. Adam Bennett says, "Can I come in?" The answer is no. We're not doing links. Not on a cell phone. Big Funky. I know I read this comment earlier, but I still say the surprise waxing is a decent idea. Just have to play asleep really quickly. The hard part of that, though, is you laugh. The hard part is laughing. And if your girlfriend, after you ripped all of her nipple hairs out, you're Armenian, let's just say you have a girl that's really strong on plow, your Armenian or Kazakhstani girlfriend, Turkish, you have a Turkish girlfriend, and and all of a sudden her nipple wakes her up in the middle of the night, like a pattering at her nipple, and you're laying next to her giggling in your sleep, you might get stabbed. I wouldn't recommend it. Adam Bennett says, "Send me a link." No, we're not doing links. Or else I will masturbating on you. Really. If you're threatening me with masturbation, the masturbation part's fine. It's just I don't want you to finish. It's only gay if you finish. Brown Chicken. He's a valued channel member. All of you should consider becoming a member of my channel. Surprise waxing. I don't think that'll work because the way that waxing works, you got the hot wax and you got to put it on and you got to let it sit, let it cool a little bit, and then you go to ripping. I don't think you could do a surprise waxing while somebody is asleep. That doesn't make sense. Truly's Wild with an important question tonight. I know I was going to talk to you earlier about death, but this is important. This question right here deserves a long, drawn-out expression. Well, I mean, not an expression, but, let's think about this question. It's a riddle. Remember the original Batman show? They had a character called the Riddler, and I think in a movie that was produced in the 90s, Jim Carrey. I think Jim Carrey played the Riddler. They're loud. Here's the question. I want everyone to sit, grab a pen, a paper, an etch a sketch, a dry erase marker, and a dry erase board. Here's our question for the night. Brought to you by Truly's Wild. They're loud and obnoxious. They like music that rhymes. They make up 13% of the population, but they commit over half of the crimes. Who are they? That is a great question, and I'll see if I can make a poll. StreamYard has gotten better about, how we do super chats and stuff like that. Riddle me this. Yeah. Let's see if we can do a poll. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see who. Hold on, give me a second. Stop commenting. The you do. But give me a moment. We got to fill out a poll here, and then I'm going to post it for you. Okay, settle down. Do 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 do. All right. We were able to start a poll. Correct answers only. You can click on your screen and, answer correctly. Adam Bennett is reminding me to play Lowrider from War. And by the way, my favorite version of that song was done by Cake. Oh, and you dropped a super chat, so I have to punish you. How am I going to punish you this time? Let's go with maybe this one. It looks like we've got a manufacturer defect with the polls. I don't do like I'm using my hands. Using using StreamYard vertical, and I think it messes up the poll. Let me see if I can fix that for you. Please hold. Do. Let me know if that works for you. Brown Chicken says, can't click on poll. Let's just take a moment to make sure I get this right. I can change the position of the poll. It's supposed to be on like the top left. Nope. Hold on, Brown Chicken. I'll fix it for you. Listen, it's very important that you kids engage on my channel. I'm going to try lower left. That's weird that it sticks on the lower. I apologize for that. That's kind of stupid. YouTube has gone friggin' retarded on me. I want it to show on the top left. Give me a second. I'll fix it. Don't worry about it. No, that don't fix it. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, StreamYard is fucking stupid. Brown Chicken says top left. Did it work? Oh, well. Don't worry about it. The RBLX fan 1 says, hi, good seeing you here. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to your Thursday night. Hold on. We got Adam Bennett is leaving the house, by the way. I'm going back to listen to stuff. Fuck off everything. Good times. Thank you for the super chats tonight, Adam Bennett. Unfortunately, I can't play War for you. This ain't the old Church of Wheel when I had my own little office. I'm gonna pull down the friggin' poll because it doesn't seem to work. StreamYard has failed me. No, that's okay. We all know who the usual suspects are. We're gonna stop the poll because nobody voted and nobody cares. There we go. Stupid stop motion. Stop motion's fucking awesome. Why would you say it was stupid? Have you ever considered wearing a wig? Only when I'm in drag. You know, I like to I like to read Dr. Seuss to preschoolers in full drag. That's the only time I wear a wig and a miniskirt. Leather miniskirt. Adam Bennett's reminding us to fuck that question. I agree. You should always have sex questionably. Brown Chicken, I'm sorry you couldn't see the poll, man. That was stupid. StreamYard really fucks up sometimes. Shop 3055. At least Spanish commit less crimes than everyone other than the Asian population. That's a weird statement. At least Spanish commit less crimes than everyone other than the Asian population. The Asians, the crimes that they commit, you know, they're the last of the true mafiosos, you know, the Yakuza and all that stuff. So you don't see the Asians getting caught doing crime. That's an interesting statement. And I know a lot of Spanish people, and they're pretty quiet about the crimes that they commit. You know, but listen, if you're going to commit crimes, just be quiet about it. Don't get caught, you know? Interesting. Adam Bennett says, play Lowrider, you fuck. I can't play music on my live stream anymore. We got some comments, by the way. Solo Voldo. This guy's not joking. He's been masturbating in my mailbox every morning for the last 6 years. I'm too afraid to call the police, but 99% sure this is the guy. Yeah. But listen, if he's masturbating in your mailbox, it's only a crime if he finishes. Adam Bennett says, no, we're not going to answer that. We're not going to answer that. Adam Bennett says that he is a suede head. Listen, we've got no time for racist comments on my channel. Adam Bennett says, duh. We're reading the comments from the bottom up, by the way. Adam Bennett is not white. He is Puerto Rican. Let's get to some friggin' comments around here. Let's see. We got lost on Tara's comment. You could shave yours and say one of us needs to have hairless nipples. That is great. That is great advice. Earlier in the show, somebody asked, I believe it was the ultimate troll, professional troll. I don't remember what your name was, but thank you for stopping by the channel. You could shave yours and say one of us needs to have hairless nipples. That is a great way to approach your girlfriend if she has aggressively hairy nipples. You got yourself a girlfriend with hairy nipples. Big Funky is laughing out loud with approval. Brown Chicken says, what state you moving to? Minnesota. Truly's wild. I love Slightly Stupid. We can be friends. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. You will hear Slightly Stupid on a lot of my YouTube shorts. Chicago. Is that where you're at? I was in Chicago about a month ago. Chicago's fun. I don't care what anybody says about the big cities. Like, anyone, quit watching the news and thinking that all the big cities, Portland is crazy, and San Francisco is crazy, and all that. Grow a pair. Go see the city for yourself. Quit watching it on the news. Chicago is a beautiful city. Great food, by the way. Rob's neighbor is saying, Southern Wisconsin representing. Good seeing you, Rob. Rob's neighbor, which is Carrie, by the way. Brown, tickle. The house says, Northern Wisconsin representing. I need to visit you. I kept thinking that you were closer to the St. Paul area. But we need to meet up sometime. Be great to see you. But yes, I am going to be moving to Minnesota. Adam Bennett, I need a new girlfriend. You don't. No, quit chasing women. Chase excellence. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Adam Bennett says, need some watermelon pussy? How does that work? Got seeds in it? Is it always red and moist? Watermelon pussy. Is that anything like fried chicken pussy? I'm not going to partake in that kind of behavior on this channel. Adam Bennett says, I need some white women's. You need an Asian lady, by the way. I know exactly who you need. Let's see. Let's switch over to the dating part of the channel. Adam Bennett needs a good Asian woman. I hear that Yoko Ono is single, by the way. I wonder why. Yeah, I wonder why. Chasing Ghost says, I tarped a 40-yard box by hand, drove 4 miles untarped, and then waited in line. Ugh. There are certain jobs in the trucking industry that are absolutely shit. Adam Bennett says, only white. I don't agree with your comment, Adam Bennett, because you live in the Orange County of California. And there are a lot of white Republican women there. But there's also some beautiful, beautiful Mexican women and some Asian women in Orange County. I'm going to invite you, Adam Bennett, to change your opinion. I think you need to broaden your horizons, my friend. Chasing Ghost, Tara's in the house. When you've been waiting so long to unload and you've come up with an entire arrangement for weird AI to sing for fear of fart, it's sacrilegious, but I was overheated. Line was long. I'm not a huge... I could picture you doing that, by the way. I'm not a huge fan of AI myself. I think it's a downfall of civilization. Solo Voldo. Those aren't supposed to come out. Are we talking about the hairy nipples? You're not supposed to pull hair from around your nipples. Is it like pulling hair from a mole? By the way, I recently realized that if you pull hair from a mole, it makes it difficult to diagnose cancers. So that's why you don't pull hairs from a mole. Tara, I already know what you're talking about. 40-yard box. I grew up in Southern California, so I'm fluent in broken English. Lysol. I love Lysol. Riddle me this. Good seeing here, Lysol. Lysol B, by the way. Not the first version, B. Hypno Trike in the house, laughing his ass off. Good seeing here, my friend. Josie William says blacks. I don't know if that's the issue. Let's sit here and consider it for a little bit. I really, really don't think that the issue is the blacks. They're good people, and I don't care what any of you say. Okay? The only color that matters. Hold on. I need to show you the proof. Hold on. Hold on. Let me distract you while I show you the proof of the only color that matters in America.
You
All right. Let's get back to racism. The only color that matters in America is fat stacks. Green. That one's upside down. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. This is all that matters in America. And people are worried about race. Like, come on, they got that and that and that and that and that and that, and that, all this. That's all that fucking matters in America. And you're worried about race? Quit being retarded. The only color that matters in America is money. Oh, let's get back to some comments around here. Welcome to the Church of Wheel, by the way. Hypno Trike in the house with an answer. Welcome to a Thursday, by the way. Tomorrow will be Friday. I hope you kids are doing okay. It will be a Friday tomorrow. And I've got a fucking pile of money in front of me. Welcome to the trucking industry. Don't be too impressed by my pile of money, by the way. Steve Ash, any hints? Do they like? I like chicken. I love chicken. I love fried chicken. And I'm whiter than the highest steps of heaven. And I love watermelon and I love chicken. We're skipping some comments. Bobby Fisher, valued new watcher of the channel. We need to sort our money because things got a little out of hand. Bobby Fisher, I'm from Southern California in Phoenix. I grew up in Southern California. I went to school in Phoenix. I went to Universal Technical Institute to learn to be a mechanic. That's why we got $3 on us. For Southern California and Phoenix, Mexicans are racist and crazy. That's fine. I'm going to tell you right now, all of you who believe that some other race is racist, you need to start making friends with those people. Because there's no such thing as racism. It doesn't matter. The only color that matters is slightly black on one side and slightly green on the other. That's why they call them greenbacks. Those are the only colors that matter in America. But yeah, every race is crazy, so don't worry about it. Matt Torrance. Are you from Torrance, California? Is that where you're hanging out at? Torrance, California is pretty cool. I guess you got to drill a hole in the watermelon. Depends on the size of the hole. You know, if you drill it a little bit too large, then you need to hand it off to your friends. Or just go ahead and, use it like a normal watermelon. You got to be careful about how the diameter of the hole that you drill into a watermelon. I mean, if you're looking to really love your fruit, you got to be careful about are you using a hole saw? If you're using a hole saw, you might have an issue. Listen, if you used a hole saw in your watermelon, and let's just say it's just a little bit too big for you, fill it with Jell-O. Fill it with Jell-O and you'll be fine. And then you can finish whatever perversion you started. Good seeing you, Matt. Hope you're doing well. Brown Chicken says, I'm an hour away from St. Paul, Minnesota. I'll keep that in mind. By the way, members of my channel, you will get my email address here in the near future. Artware. Sounds delicious, the first part. I don't remember what I was talking about. because I am 9 minutes behind in the comments. Good seeing your Art. Hope you're doing well. Matt Torrance. I haven't heard that joke in many years. Please stick around the channel. That was very funny. Hey, honey, are you Asian? Because I'm trying to get in Japanese. Son of a bitch. Please stick around the channel. We love that kind of humor around here. Jody dropped a miniature number 6. We're 7 or 9. Owana Banana Ox saying sup. Good seeing you here, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to a Thursday. Tomorrow will be Friday for you. We're getting closer to the weekend. Hope you're doing okay. Brown chicken is a valued. Up there, it'll say he's a channel member. Better start stocking up on winter clothes, broski. I've got. I don't have like the hardcore winter clothes, but I've got enough to get me by. Banana Ox, Brown Chicken saying hi. Truly's Wild with the question of the night. Up there. They like fried chicken and watermelons, usually fatty. They be selling their fathers known to be deserters, and calling them the word causes murders. Who are they? Interesting question. I vote Filipinos. Kayleen Ramsey. This is what a lily looks like. Are you making fun of my baldness? Chasing Ghosts is in house. That is Tara, by the way. Got to be up in 4 hours. I don't have to wake up till whenever tomorrow is. Banana, what just happened? Listen, there are all sorts of crazy things that happen on my channel. Don Juan Dank, when I get out of prison, I'm going to be a streamer. How are you commenting on that while in prison? That doesn't make sense. Are you allowed to comment? Are you allowed to comment on YouTube in prison? Really? When I get out of prison, I'm going to be a streamer. Is that how you spell streamer? Yeah, I think that is. There's not 2 E's in streamer. Well, 3 E's. I hope you can become a streamer when you get out of prison. You can be a streamer in prison. Have you ever thought of that? You just got to smuggle a smartphone in your tuchus. Carrie's in the house. Rob's neighbor. I just had a great hot fudge sundae. Why did you spell Sunday in a very gay way? Isn't it supposed to be D-A-Y? I don't know. I don't live in the Midwest, so I don't know. Is that how you spell Sunday in the Midwest? Art, where? So blue then. Good times. Everything's blue. Rob's neighbor, Carrie. Check out his channel, by the way. Rob's neighbor. He's got a good channel. Week flew so fast. I cannot believe that it's Friday tomorrow. Today's Thursday. Artware in the house. If it smells, if it smells like fish and tastes like chicken, plug the. Settle down now. Brown Chicken says, I'm fried chicken right now. I am nowhere near my semi-truck right now. Adam Bennett's reminding everybody is white. And the other statement that he just said. Truly's wild. He's white. Artware says, a bandsaw. Bandsaws are cool. Brown Chicken says, use 2 watermelons? Why would you use 2 watermelons? Oh, if you whole saw a watermelon and it's a little bit, the gauge You know, you don't want a hole that big. You don't want a hole the size of a soda can, right? You want a hole. Let's go back to what I said earlier in the show. I want a hole about the size of a carabiner. You know, you don't want, if you're looking to make love to a watermelon, you don't want can size hole. You want carabiner size hole. Okay. Just some positive advice for you. You know, we can't allow negativity on this channel at all. Brown Chicken's last. This is a serious show. Settle down. Brown Chicken says watermelon. I love watermelon. Truly's Wild says I made a hole with no. You made a hole with no saw. Now I know you're new to the channel. We need to drill down on this. You have to drill a pilot hole. I don't know if you're in the construction industry, but any of you that have built a deck, built a cabinet, done molding, trim molding, finished work in carpentry, you have to drill a pilot hole. I made a hole with no saw. I'm not sure if I understand your statement. Did you drill a pilot hole first? You should always drill a pilot hole in your watermelon before you fuck it. Adam Bennett is reminding us to stay hydrated. Valued channel member. By the way, he's supported our channel today. Our channel. This is my channel, Church of Wheel. Sterling Wheel, the gas pastor. How awesome was America back in the 50s and 60s? Now what? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I'm going to fight you on that one. I'm going to fight you on that comment. We are in the greatest moment of history right now. The fact that I'm talking to all of you kids on a friggin' supercomputer the size of my wallet. I'm going to clean the screen because my camera's a little bit dirty. Hold on. Screet. All right. We're looking a little better. No, right now is the greatest time in history that we've ever experienced. So, yes, I'm going to agree with Adam Bennett, and I'm also going to disagree. Currently is the greatest moment of history as long as you look at the technology that we have today, the fact that I can talk to anyone in Turkey or Afghanistan or New Zealand right now. There's people watching this show in Australia right this minute. That's great, right? Technology is great. But in the 50s and 60s, us men, you know, there's no women watching this show, so they can just kind of plug your ears, go la 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 la. Us men used to be able to run a household on one income. Our wives didn't have to work, right? So that was the advantage of the 50s and 60s. My personal opinion is everything's gone to shit ever since then. But whatever. Women don't want to be taken care of. That's totally fine. Art, where art? Art, we started maybe. Are you a little not sober? I think I see another. Hold on. Adam Bennett has dropped another super chat. Prepare for getting punished. Deegan and Travis Pastrana. Wow. Great dudes. Gonna be doing backflips on the White House lawn. Are you serious? That's awesome. I truly have no political leanings. I don't care who's in the White House or anything like that because I'm an anarchist. But it's cool to hear that, Travis Pastrana and stuff, they're all doing some backflips and stuff. I'm going to distract you just for a second because anytime a super chat has been dropped on the channel or a secret word has been placed, I will punish you.
Call me master. Real what? Stripping like a spy star. They get nervous when it's Nicky on the roster. Flow still stiff. Snitches when the snitches in your camp. They're gonna have to send the best fighter for the champ. When I come out of the sneak, bitches start. Come out of the sweet, bitches start. What?
Adam Bennett still in the house. I'm a little bit behind in the comments. Get over it. Adam Bennett, why is trucking full of foreigners? Yeah, trucking sucks too. I'll tell you exactly why. And don't be surprised by my answer. Too much of us whiteies, white guys, we're a bunch of whiny little fucking crybabies that can't drive trucks anymore. And we whine and we bitch and we moan. I gotta have a new truck. I need to go home every 72 hours. Enough of us complainers, us white complainers. And the trucking industry said, fuck it. We're going to start bringing in some slaves. Slaves don't complain. And yeah, that's why trucking sucks nowadays. Other than that, I have no opinion of the trucking industry. Veins of Pain Vivo. Rock on, brother. Good seeing here. You got a Vivo channel? Do we need to check you out? Check out Veins of Pain Vivo. Rock on, brother. Good seeing you here. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if you're still watching though, but across the street from me right now, there's a bar doing karaoke. And I thought about joining in, but I'm happy in my motel room for now. Tox is in the house, by the way, saying hello. Please support Tox. She's a sweetheart. Sterling Wheel, my handsome friend. Good seeing here. Tox, I hope you're doing good. She goes live like quite a bit. And she's good people. Brown Chicken saying hi to Tox. Blue Bossa says fatter Louis CK. Yes. Except that I'm not Mexican and I'm not redhead. But you got one of those right. Okay. You didn't get the first one right. You didn't get the second one right. But you got the first one right. Blue Bossa. Good seeing you here. You're all sick. A valued new commenter on the channel. Have you watched the video of the man? Which one? There's plenty of men around here. Which one are we talking about? Kentucky Bluegrass Living says, trim those nose hairs, Doc. What we got? We got some nose hairs going on. Hold on. We got some nose hairs going on. Are we worried about our nose hairs? You want me to just reach in here and pull one for you? There you go. Here's a nose hair for you. You wanted a nose hair. There you go. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Go fuck yourself. Art Ware in the house. You are awesome. Thank you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Tox is in the house. How are you? We're doing okay. Last couple of days has been a struggle. The truck that I drive, my semi truck, developed a leak on one of the differentials, and that would be a DOT violation. So I had to drive the truck over to the dealership, and it is getting fixed. So I am taking a mild vacation in Southern California, and the truck will be fixed tomorrow, and I'll hit the road and keep making money. We're trying to get up to Seattle, Pacific Northwest. That's my old stomping grounds. I used to drive trucks between Reno and Portland, Oregon, and I'll be happy to get up there later in the week. Always good seeing here Talks. I hope you're doing well. Brown Chico. Valued channel member. Sterling's famous. He got his panties rated live on a stream by Uncle Rico. The Shuley Network. They're good people. Talk says, love, Sterling Wheel. Good seeing you here, Talks. I hope you're doing well. I heard there was an earthquake in the Philippines last week, and I hope you're doing okay. It almost seems like a common occurrence, but I hope you're doing okay. Talks is saying hi to everyone in the comments. Artware. Sunday for ice cream. I guess you're right. I guess that's the right way to spell it. I'm not going to argue with you. Tronial. Can't find work or health care. Thinking of pulling a fake robbery, go to prison. I don't think you need to do that. Come to California and just be homeless. They'll take care of you. Can't find work or health care. Thinking of pulling a fake robbery to go to prison. I don't. There's enough people in the trucking industry, but if that's an honest, serious question or statement, get into the trucking industry. You get to drive your prison. You get a corner office with a padded cell, and you make decent money. Consider becoming a truck driver. Honestly, I hope you're doing okay. Talks is in the house. Hope you're doing well. Always good seeing here, sister. Like, share my community, my friend Sterling Wheel. Check out Talks. Check out her channel. She's got a great channel. She's good people. Carrie's in the house says, I don't know. I thought if I spelled it Sunday, you would call me gay. You spelled it right. I'm just slightly tired. It's been a long day. Oh my God, it's been a long day. Talks in the house, dropping the loves and poops. It's nice that you're dropping poops. You know, she's a cute little Filipino girl, and honestly, if she dropped a poop, it wouldn't offend me. You know, it's not like she's a big hefty American girl or anything. You know, she's probably 90 pounds. A 90-pound woman's not going to drop a gigantic deuce. You know what I mean? If Talks dropped a Duke in my living room, I would not be offended. Adam Bennett has dropped another super chat. You can stop dropping super chats. You're doing fine. F that. Go to karaoke. Do it now. YouTube trucking fucking sucks. Go do singing. I want to agree with you on that one. And let me bring up a picture I meant to show you earlier in the show. Because the title of the show tonight, by the way, is Death. When I got to Southern California, the truck that I parked next to had that on the door. That is something that I have seen in the trucking industry way, way, way too many times. That means a driver passed away. The driver passed away in their semi-truck. And if you die in a semi-truck, the coroner comes out and removes your body from the truck and then investigates, make sure you weren't drinking alcohol or, smoking crack. And then they put these seals on the door of your truck because the investigation hasn't ended. And it's really sad. And that was the truck that I was parked next to yesterday. And it reminded me just how much that maybe I need to consider getting out of the trucking industry. I've known many a driver who has passed away. I've lost quite a few friends over my 25 years in the trucking industry. And we used to be heroes. The trucking industry, as truck drivers, used to be heroes. And I feel every day, every year that goes by, every month that goes by, I feel like the heroes are gone and I'm the ghost that remains. So yeah, just seeing the fact that a fellow truck driver uh passed away in his truck. I asked security about it, and they said, yeah, he passed away, and they think he had a heart attack. He did his laundry, and then a couple days later, they found him dead in his truck. And I live on the road. I really don't go home too often, and just knowing that if I were to die in a semi truck, it might take a couple days for anybody to realize it, you know? And sure, I've got friends here on YouTube, and I got friends at home, and of outstanding girlfriend. Um, just knowing that there is a period of time that I would sit dead in the sleeper of a semi truck before anyone realized it, it really bothered me. And another picture I want to show you is a lot of truck drivers don't take care of the interior of their trucks. And yeah, like if you look closely, you'll see the trash is piled up to the window. There's a pizza box, you know, the little triangle shape that you see right there. That's what we get as pilot pizza. You'll also see on the dashboard of his truck, there is a candle right there in the center of the dashboard. That candle is chocolate donut flavored. It's chocolate donut flavored. And when you're riding around with a refrigerator on the passenger seat and a pile of trash piled all the way up to the window. By the way, that company, I'm not going to say what that company is. You can read it for yourself. They pay their drivers very well. And I don't understand why a driver would be just that trashy. You know, I there's very little trash in my truck at any time, and I take out the trash probably twice a day. Because I don't want anyone looking in the cab of my truck and seeing that I'm an absolute fat, disgusting truck driver. And not only that, I never want to see that sticker on my door. That sticker says, "Sheriff, do not enter," because there's an active investigation of a death inside that truck. So that's why I named the show tonight Death. I had to spell it a different way because YouTube doesn't like certain words. And let's get to a few more comments. I'm way behind. I am always behind in the comments. Rob's neighbor Carrie's in the house, says, if you need an accomplice, look me up. Yeah, Carrie's bored. The correct way to say by the way, all sick. I can use my jackhammer. Are we talking about watermelons? You can use jackhammer on watermelon. Jesse Herbert, can you do a Hadouken? No. I can do a mild one. I can go Hadouken. But that's more like jazz hands than Hadouken. I love Tekken. Thank you for dropping that comment, by the way. Art, we hear. Art, we hear. I figured out your name. I've seen a high pressure water torch. Try cutting the melon with that. You could do that. Yeah. Don't high pressure water can really fuck things up. Be careful with it. Tronio, AJ Co Tronio, Agico, or is it Spanish? Is it Ajico? Rob's neighbor, that would add serious time for conspiracy and RICO. Oh, we got some lawyers in the house. Shout out to my lawyers. Talks in the house saying hi to Rob's neighbor. Rob's neighbor is actually Kerry. He's a really good dude. Art where? Art we here? Or is it, yeah, art we here? Smudge balls. StreamYard is the program that I'm using for my live streams, and it does censor comments. So if you're going to leave, like, let's just say you're going to leave a spicy comment, I want to see it. Like, I welcome trolls and stupid comments and stuff like that. Try to talk in a coded way, and I'll try to read them if they're not too bad. Talks is in the house saying hello, everyone. Good seeing your Talks. Thank you for stopping by my channel every time. Art we here. Good seeing here, my friend. Stick around the channel. Talks is saying Sir Adam. He is a sir, by the way. Saying hello. I don't know how to. I'm just gonna say Tronio. The telephone existed for that 126 years ago. We talking about communications. We have to call each other. How do you know it was 126 years ago? Talks is dropping the love. We're getting love all over our faces today. It's always good when a Filipino girl gives you love. Be a happy boy when you got a Filipino girl looking at you. Talks is saying more blessings to come. Sir Adam, he is a valued channel member, by the way. 98 Tate says, what app you use to stream? This is StreamYard. We're using the vertical live. They also allow something called Mars. I know you dropped this comment, but fucking 17 minutes ago. It's StreamYard. And you can do something called Mars, which is multi-aspect ratio streaming. You can go vertical and horizontal at the same time. I go vertical like this just to see if I can reach a little bit more. Reach some new people on the YouTubes. Carrie says, America, brother, that is awesome. America is awesome. Talks in the house says, Sterling Wheel, much love. Good seeing here. Good seeing here, Talks. She's one of my favorites. Art we here. This is great. Face turquoise speaker shape, popcorn, yellow striped smile, dropping the YouTube emojis. Good seeing here. Hope you're doing well, man. We're coming up on a Friday. Adam Bennett's laughing out loud because I'm slightly intoxicated. Carrie's in the house saying, that is hilarious. That was 30 minutes ago. That was 10 minutes ago. Talks saying hi to Tate. Is it Andrew Tate? Is my hero in here? Art, we here. It's okay. You seem to be catching up with the comments. It takes me 30 minutes to catch up to the comments sometimes. I'm glad you're here, though. Terry Kisser is lame. Well, go tell your mom about it. Boom, boom, doo, doo, doo. Why, duh. Like done. Good seeing you here. Thank you for giving me a like. Cooler Taste is in the house as well. Good seeing you here. Hope you're doing well on a Thursday. Coming up on Friday real quick. Carrie's in the house saying hello to Talks. A dear friend of the channel, by the way. Jenny Arrow Lake. Are you near Lake Arrowhead? You're number one with a finger. I know I'm number one. Oh my God. Lake Arrowhead. I'm in Ontario right now. Temporarily. I'm a truck driver. I do all 48 state, but we're hanging out in Southern California waiting for my truck to get fixed in the morning. And my company put me up in a motel room for the night, so it's quite nice. I've had 2 nights in a motel. I've had some pretty good food. And tonight's the last night, Thursday night. And tomorrow morning, we hit the road. We're going to head up towards Seattle, probably somewhere around there. Good to see you here, Jenny. I hope you're doing well. Stick around the channel. You seem like good people. You're all sick. You need to watch the video of the man. The Man. Which man? All the Man? I'll check it out. You're All Sick says the video of The Man is my favorite. I'll have to check it out. Jenny Arrow Lake. Lucky nose hair, make a wish. You know how painful it is to rip out a nose hair? Jenny Arrow Lake, 68 degrees. Oh, beautiful. My favorite temperature is 69 degrees. Wonder why. 8:36 p.m. in the Great Pacific Northwest. Good to see you in here, Jenny. We're gonna try to head up to the PNW. I haven't been up there in quite a while. My favorite areas are Astoria, and Long Beach, Washington. You know, right there on the Oregon coast, Washington coast. Seattle's kind of a fun town. I miss Seattle. I haven't seen it in 3 years. I used to deliver to Portland quite a bit, and I miss Portland as well. Good seeing her. Jenny, Arrow Lake. Arrow Lake is in Oregon, I believe. Or is it Washington? Nowadays, these generations are interested in new truck buying, but they don't try driving pickup and delivery values they don't know. They want only boss baby, hustle enjoyment they miss. I don't really understand your comment too much, but I will agree that new trucks are junk and old trucks are where the money's at. Learn to drive an old truck before you buy a new truck, right? Nike Pros. By the way, Nike is a whip. If you look at the Nike swoosh, it is a whip in mid swing. I'm not going to read your comment. That's an old joke. Like, try to rewrite it. You know? Like, one of my favorite things to do, if you ever go to a casino, go to the cashier cage or anyone in management or even security officer and ask for Harry Seward. And just say that you really need Harry Seward. That's always fun to do. It works at airports too. Art, we hear, be right back. Neighbor is chasing my other neighbor's cat. Why would your neighbor be doing that? Gator baits in the house. Lost my job today at Pepsi. I tested positive for fucking walked right into that one. Okay, you win the internet tonight. That was fucking amazing. Fucking dad joke. I got dad joked on the Church of Wheel. Lost my job today at Pepsi. I tested positive for Coke. I haven't heard that joke since the 90s. Good to see you here, Gary. Gator bait. Stick around the channel, you good people. You're all sick. If you could get a bionic upgrade, which shows how full you pee, what would you get? No. I kind of listen, I'm a truck driver. These keys right here go to a vehicle that hauls 80,000 pounds, and I drive approximately 120,000 miles a year. And I make about $100,000 a year. If you could get a bionic upgrade that shows how full of pee you are full of, would you get it? The answer is no. I'm pretty good at timing my pee. And that's the whole reason I have a CDL. I'm a professional driver because I know how long I can hold my pee. So it's unnecessary. I'm not putting you down for that question. I'm just saying it's unnecessary. If I was to get a bionic upgrade, it would be, I don't know. I don't know what bionic upgrade. I'm already a great specimen of humanity. Would X-ray vision count as a bionic upgrade? Or no? Telescopic view. Like, I'd want to like zoom into the moon or something like that. That's the bionic upgrade I would want. I love having good vision. You're all six in the house says, if there was any miniature version of yourself that would be your servant, and every time you said your name, it turns eyes turn red. Would you trust it? No, I wouldn't. I watched Terminator. I don't trust it. Ronald Self says, my truck is a 54 restored Mac. You got yourself a B model? You got yourself a B model? Let's hear about it. You're all six says, you're so cool. You got a really good sense of humor. It comes from abandonment issues, childhood trauma, adulthood trauma, middle-age trauma, sick sense of humor. Oh, that already goes for itself. Good seeing you here. Hope you're doing well. We're going to get caught up on the comments and then I go to bed. Art, we here. I go to swipe comments and does that switch on me. I got to get the smaller thumb or stop standing on it. Yeah, do that. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to click on there's like a little gear icon or maybe even a little hamburger button and switch it to all comments. And you'll see all the comments on YouTube. I don't get to see all the comments because StreamYard kind of censors things. Denise Shank says, nice head. Thank you. It's okay. It's not perfect. Like it's sized okay. And then the more I grow out my goatee and stuff, I'm kind of proportional, you know. Macarena. TJ, Bull of the Woods. I'm in a motel room right now, so I can't scream it, but I will remind you, Wazah. Not only that, but I need to shut the blinds behind me. I don't want people seeing that I'm naked from the bottom. Oh, hold on. I accidentally fucking banned TJ. I'll have to fix that. Hold on. TJ, I do apologize for accidentally banning you. I don't know how I could fix that on friggin' StreamYard. I'm going to distract you for a second because I need to, take care of a window that's open behind me. I'll be right back. Stifle yourselves. Oh, good to see you, kids. I hope you don't hear the toilet flushing in the background. Oh, hold on. I want to fix this. TJ, I accidentally banned you. I feel terrible. TJ is a friggin' awesome member of the channel, by the way. Hold on. Art, we here. Good seeing here. Tate 3. Sports guys, what up? Good seeing you here. We're hanging out on a Thursday. It's 9 o'clock in Southern California. Oh, Art, we here. I appreciate you as fellow wheelman, and I commend you for all you have traveled. Stay blessed. Thank you, my friend. Stick around the channel. Stick around the channel. You seem like good people. Don't hesitate to subscribe. Gary Bates is reminding us that he is naked in bed. It's a good way to sleep. Watching on the TV. Oh, fuck. I apologize, Gary Bates. I did a vertical live. Remember, Macarena. I did a vertical live tonight. I do apologize for going live with a vertical, which looked terrible on television. Gary Bates with a thumbs up poop emoji. By the way, if you ever see Gary Bates on your channel and you don't see a thumbs up poop emoji, it's not really Gary Bates. Tronio. Peace, peace, peace. All the time. All the time, my friend. You're all sick. Would you get surgery from an unlicensed surgeon to add 5 points to your IQ? Would you get it? No. No. Because I'm 46 years old and I'm comfortable with the amount of IQ points that I'm losing. Like, I fully believe that the sweet and sour sniffles was a complete pandemic to make us stupider and more emotional. And I have learned to embrace my own stupidity and enjoy the decline. So I have no interest in improving my IQ. I really don't. The world is consecutively getting stupider, and I'm learning to enjoy it. Bobby's in the house. Art, we here. No, TJ, come back. Yeah. I'm going to have to wait till I get on a computer or something and unban T. I did not mean to ban TJ. He's a really good dude. I love Miatas. Actually, I like the Unos Roadster. Is that Gary Bates? It's when you see the thumbs up poop emoji, that's the real Gary Bates. Miata is an awesome car, by the way. Thank you for stopping by. I could sit there for hours and talk Miatas. Aren't we here? 100%. I'm glad I've seen this. Ring the notifications bell. When you go live again, I'll watch. Subscribe already. I do the Church of Wheel at random, but you'll see trucking content. The Sterling wheel is because I'm a wheeled enthusiast. Like, I love anything with wheels: motorcycles, semi trucks, airplanes, boats. I'll remember Macarena. Anything wheeled, I'm a huge enthusiast of. It's because I was a mechanic before I became a truck driver. So, thank you for subscribing. That's awesome. That's awesome. Art we here. I've been trying to grow my channel also. I am not trying to grow my channel. I've got a good, and you'll see the regular commenters and stuff, the Adam Bennett's and stuff like that. We got a good group of people around here. And this is a community for like-minded people that like sitting around. Let's tell some jokes. Let's talk about cars. Let's talk about trucks. I'm a truck driver, so I'm going to talk about trucks. We try not to get too political around here because politics is like assholes and everyone's got one and they all need to be shaved. Cat fruit. I love cats. Thank you for stopping in here. Cat fruit 99. Would you rather have 10 inches on your dick or your height? I'm 6'2". I think I'm too tall. I would much rather have 10 inches on my dick. Great question, by the way. That's a great question. Wait. Okay. Cat fruit. Let's go back to your question. We gotta consider this. Would you rather have 10 inches on your dick or your height? I don't think I want an 18-inch dick. But I also don't want to be 7 foot tall. Like, I'm tall enough. The thing is if you add 10 inches to your height, then you're always 10 inches taller than you currently are. Right? I don't want to be 7 foot tall. I'm 6'2". Like I can't fit. I'm a fat fuck, so I can't fit into a lot of cool cars. Supercars are off the menu. Like I'll never fit into a Lotus. I'll never fit into a McLaren. And if you got an extra 10 inches on your dick, are we talking flaccid or erect? And with a dick, you never really know. Cat fruit, that is a brilliant question. And I will tell you with confidence, I would rather have 10 inches on my dick than my height. I'm tall enough. I'm tall enough. Great question. Derek Builds had a video on his channel. He was showing off some disco rice. Hope you're hope you're good, bro. Just checking in. Yeah, Southern California, the dealership in Inland, California, Kenworth dealership is taking care of my truck. I've been up in a motel for a couple of days now. I get paid $250 a day to sit, so I'm not too concerned. But yeah, there was DOT violation on the truck, and I told them we gotta fix it. Problem is the dealership had to fix it because the truck's still under warranty, which means I sit for 2 days. They have to let the RTV sit for 24 hours before they put fluid in it. Such a hassle. Doing good. Good seeing you here, Barrick. You're all sick. Says, if you had a pocket-sized clone of yourself, what would you like it to do? Okay, so on my YouTube channel, I'm always interested in different. If you look around my channel, I do these trucker vlogs. It's called Sterling Trucking Delivers, STD. And if I had a miniature clone of myself, I would want it to film me like a drone, like a ground drone. You're all sick. What would you do if a little blurry man crawled out of your screen and ran away behind your furniture? That sounds like a nightmare situation. I'd try to make friends with it. Barrick Builds, I rented a Miata was in San Francisco. Really? It was amazing driving outside of San Francisco to Devil's Bunker. A rental Miata, that would be great. The new ones are pretty cool, the RFs, because it looks reminds me of, remember the Porsche 914? It was a Targa, which had a removable hardtop and stuff. The Mazda RF has a retractable hardtop, I think. I really like the Miata RF, the newer ones. That's awesome. I would love to rent a Miata. Carrie's in the house, Rob's neighbor. Love our wheeled stuff. And you'll see some more. Let's see. We're only 6 minutes behind the comments. You'll see some more wheeled stuff on my channel. The next 5 videos are going to be trucker vlogs. As we sit right now, I believe it's June. What's the date today? June 11th. In a couple weeks, I'm going to get home and maybe do some filming on the motorcycle. I need to rebuild. My brother has a carburetor for me, and I need to rebuild that carburetor and get it on my Volkswagen and get it tuned and ready. Because I'm moving to Minnesota. I need to get that car ready and running. So if you see automotive content or motorcycle on my content on my channel, it'll be a few weeks from now. When I request home time, it takes 2 weeks to get home. Oh, dude, Eric. Okay, I was about to ask you if it was like friggin' Enterprise or something. Barrick Build says, I rented it on Turo. It's like individuals rent their own cars. Pretty neat. Can find some random stuff. Yes, Turo is amazing. And I thought about doing it here while I was in Southern California. I'm close to Ontario, California. I thought about going to Ontario Mills or maybe shooting across to the coast and seeing the beach. But I haven't been in the mood. I drive. Dude, I drove 4,200 miles this last week. I'm tired of driving. I'm enjoying my hotel room. You know, that's the whole reason I got friggin' Uber Eats. Says Outback Steakhouse, take me home tonight. It's a pretty good dinner. Cost way too much. Oh. You're all sick. All of you. I subscribed as soon as you answered my first question. Listen, I really appreciate people that participate in the channel. Barrick Build says vehicles and such. Barrick, I don't know if you're still watching. It's been a while because it's 12 minutes after the top of the hour. I'm moving to Minnesota, and I'm going to try to visit Runge, and he's got some classes on some metal work that I've dreamed for many a years. I want to learn how to use an English wheel. So I'm hoping to meet up with Chris and check out his shop. I'm a wheeled enthusiast. Lysol B in the house. Kenworth, Peterbilt, or Volvo? I'll give you an answer to all three. Volvo for efficiency, and you don't have to be skilled to drive it. The problem I have with Volvos, though, is the steering wheels. The diameter of the steering wheel is too short. So the truck, if you notice a Volvo going down the road, semi-truck, the cab rocks a lot because the diameter of the steering wheel's kind of, it's the same diameter as you would get in a car. So if you notice a Volvo going down the highway, they kind of dart a lot, and you'll see the cab rock, and it'll kind of make you car sick. Volvo for an inexperienced driver. Peterbilt is okay. They're not as quiet as Kenworths, so it's definitely Kenworth. Number one, Kenworth. Number two, Peterbilt, and number three, Volvo. But definitely Peterbilt. I've been driving a T680 for the last 100,000 miles, and it's been a good truck to me. I like the Kenworth. Always have. Cat Fruit agrees. You should always agree on this channel. Barrick Builds is laughing out loud. Good to see you here, my friend. Art, we hear. You guys all seem chill. I like it. Yeah, we've got a good community around the Church of Wheel. I'm your guest pastor right there. And tonight we were talking about briefly. We talked about death. Don't be scared of death. It's just a transition. Aiden Slavak. Jesus loved us so much that he died on the cross for our sins. You need to correct your grammar. And I'm not sure if Jesus was thinking about love when the Jews nailed his ass to a crucifix. But thank you for the comment. Barrick Bill says neither. Yeah, 10 inches of your dick or 10 inches of height. I don't agree with it. Cat Fruit. I love that name. Trade the 10 for 10 grand. I would much. Yes. Instead of 10 inches, I want 10 grand. 10 grand would serve me well right now. Let's not lie. I would spend it on motorcycle stuff. I really would. Or a big screen TV. Art, we hear, but I don't want to be too tall. Can we do half and half? I was kind of alluding to that, right? Why have 10 inches on your dick or 10 inches on your height? 5-on-5. No, not for me. You got me thinking, not for me. I'm 6'2". I really don't want to be, I wouldn't want to be 6'7". I'm tall enough. I'm tall enough. I don't need to be any taller. Barrick Bill says, nah, Aiden, you weren't alive when he died. It's true. It's extremely true. Barrick Bill says, I try to refrain from the main character syndrome, Christian. We are definitely friends. I've studied a lot of religions because I am a man that travels. I am nomadic. And I didn't grow up in a house that was very Christian. We didn't go to church or anything like that, although I appreciated it because all my friends that were like, Mormon or anything like that, it seemed like they had it easy. They seemed privileged. But as I grew older, especially after 9/11, like I didn't understand why the country hated like an entire religion after that. When 9/11 happened, it felt like America hated everyone in the Middle East, and I didn't understand why. And instead of participating in all the hatred, I read the Quran. And then I understood a little bit more about their convictions as far as religion and stuff like that. And there was a dude that used to be on TV, and he hosted a show called Politically Incorrect. And he got canceled. He was probably one of the first people canceled on network television. His show was called Politically Incorrect. It was on ABC. And he said that it takes a certain amount of courage to fly airplanes into buildings. And he was fired from his show, and Jimmy Kimmel took over. That man is, do your internet. I don't feel like answering that one. Barrick Bill, it's always great seeing you here, my friend. I'm starting to get tired. Cat Fruit is reminding us to stay erect. Tumescent, my friends. Barrick Bill's Disco Rice was funny. You'll see him on my channel. SST, Six Semper Tyrannis. He taught me that term. He's from Florida, and maggots are all over Florida. So, yeah, Disco Rice. You're all sick. Do you measure your dick with a tape measure or dollar bills? The answer is yes. Good seeing you're all sick. Barrick Bills is saying it could be worse. A little relaxation out there. Yeah, we're chilling. Every 30 days, my truck gets an inspection, a company provided DOT inspection, because they just want to make sure our CSA score stays low. And had a pretty bad differential leak. And just had to take it to the dealership to get fixed. So 2 days in California has done me well. I grew up out here, so it hasn't been too much of an issue. Barrick says, I've been missing the road. I've looked back on previous episodes of your channel, and it did look like you traveled quite a bit. I remember seeing you were in the P&W years ago and all that. Yeah, any of you that become members of my channel or subscribers or anything like that, I'll check out your channels. I'll shout you out. Barrick Builds has a good channel, by the way. You're all sick. Sad to hear about the trucker, by the way. Yeah, I see a lot of truckers out here on the verge of death and bad health and stuff like that. And in the last month, I have really changed my own life and gone through a lot of diet changes and You really got to change your culture. The trucking industry, we drive the greatest convenience stores you will ever see in America are at truck stops. Candy on every aisle and sodas and chips and all sorts of crap. And it's cheap. And I've been avoiding most of it, except for tonight. I had, some Arnold Palmer. They want us dead, and it's very easy. We make enough money that we can poison ourselves at the truck stops. Uh, so I've known a lot of truck drivers over the years that have passed away because coffee, cigarettes, energy drinks, and no salads or anything like that. So it always kind of gets to me when I know that a brother of mine has passed away. But we're doing okay. I've lost a little weight. I'm getting a little skinnies. I'm getting my health back about me. I need to get my muscle back. I miss having I miss having big old muscles and stuff. I need to get back into shape. And it's not too hard to do. And yes, Barrick Built is reminding any of you watching on YouTube, click on the three dots, the hamburger button, and then click messages and change it from top messages to all messages. It'll keep the chat in order. I learned that late myself. Yeah, I can't do it here on StreamYard. Barrick Builds, yeah, the new ones are sick. The new Miatas are awesome. I can't believe that the new Miatas weigh almost as much, a little bit more than the original Miatas, the MX-5 from, 91, 89? Barrick Builds, go on Turo app, private renters. I keep forgetting about Turo. Yeah, that's a great place. Great place to find cool cars. Minnesota, sweet. Yeah, I'm considering a move. Well, it's already been. There's no consideration. I'm moving to Minnesota. The South. I don't get home enough to enjoy the South, even though like a lot of my friends are there. I can't stand the heat. I can't stand the bugs. I can't stand the humidity. I'm very warm-blooded, and the winters honestly don't bother me that much. I hate to say this out loud. As much as I've chained up over Donner and chained up over the Cascades and driven semi-trucks in horrible winter conditions on the Pacific Northwest, I think I'd be okay in Minnesota. So that's the move I'm going to be making. I'm just saying this out loud. Nothing's in cement yet, but that's kind of where I'm heading. Barrick Builds is telling me I should be traveling right now instead of enjoying my time in a hotel room. Go to Sal's Subs or Sandwiches in Venice Beach. I've got a friend that lives in Marina Del Rey. Oh, and he watches the channel. Shout out to Keith. I haven't had time to visit. The problem with my stupid trucking job is I really don't have time to visit my friends. This is an unscheduled vacation. It's a paid vacation. Like I'm getting paid $250 a day to sit in a hotel room. But I'd much rather make my $350 to $400 a day driving a truck. Yeah. Barrick Builds, they're open up late. We're sitting in, we're just outside the Ontario airport, so I'm too far from Venice. Good seeing you here, Barrick. I hope you're doing well, my friend. We were down in Louisiana a couple weeks ago. I picked up at the Domino Sugar Factory in Arabi. Is it Arabi or Arabi? Doesn't matter. We were down there in your neck of woods. We passed through Shreveport. Yeah, we passed through Shreveport on the way down. Louisiana is a beautiful state, by the way. Lady J's in the house saying Peter Bale. Saying Peter Bale. I don't have a I need a Peterbilt keychain. I need a Kenworth Peterbilt. I need a Packard keychain. Good seeing here, Lady J. Barrick Bill says Freightliner not an option. No, Freightliner is never the option. I was a Freightliner mechanic for a little bit, and I've always purchased Freightliners. I've had a couple of them in my trucking career. Greatest trucks on the road. They're the easiest ones to live with. Although after living in a T680 for almost a year now, the T680 rides a lot better. It's just how you upfit the suspension and stuff like that. Because I've ridden in Cascadias that have pretty good suspension. Barrick's laughing out loud. Good seeing you here, my friend. We're going to get caught up on the comments and go to bed here soon because it is almost 10 o'clock. Barrick builds, I need to fix my Lexus daily. What kind of Lexus you got? You don't have to fix a Lexus. They're Japanese. Barrick Build says, I've been careless for a few weeks now, getting old. That's, I missed my childhood, man. I miss being younger. Careless used to be so much fun. Barrick Build says, I have time to fix garbage trucks, but not my own car. There are things in Christianity, but the modern church is a joke, and Christians are soft, gluttonous, greedy, and entitled. I agree with you on that. And the reason I agree with you on that, Barrick Builds, valued subscriber, when the government told all the churches to close and they were not considered essential, I gave up completely on Christianity. The fact that Christians didn't demand that the flock come to the church and sit there at the doors armed to the teeth. The fact that the Christians did not form a militia and tell the government to go fuck itself. We're not taking any jabs, and we're not wearing any masks, and we're going to worship God. The fact that Christians bent over and let the government overreach, I lost all faith in Christianity at that point. I don't care if you're a Christian or not. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care about your religion. Just don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. But I lost faith in Christianity after that. COVID-19 ruined the world. Good seeing you here, Barrick. I'm going to get to a few comments, and then we're going to leave. I've been live for 2 hours. Still semi-Christian, but I don't associate with these modern churches. I'm in the same boat. I'm Christian observant. Listen, there's no better guide on morality than the Bible. So I recommend everyone at least read the Bible. You don't have to go to church. But if you do find a religion, just don't wear it on your sleeve. Like, leave everyone alone. That's the problem I have with the LDS, is that they're trying to recruit people. That's another problem that I have with a lot of religions. Stop recruiting people. It's bad enough that we got friggin' commercials on TV all the time. Barrick Builds, get some sleep. Go explore tomorrow. I'm going to play a few games in the sleep. No exploring tomorrow. The truck gets done. Check out is at 11 here, and the shuttle bus will take me back to the Kenworth dealer. And we got to get on the road. It's a Friday. It's Friday. We got to get trucking, my friend. Good seeing you here, Barrick. Oh, I love these questions. YD Profound. Favorite sports car? 2009 Porsche Carrera S. It doesn't matter if it has PDK or a 6-speed. Thank you for this question. What's your favorite sports car? Channing says, like engorged? Yes, engorged. Tumescent. Erect. Barrick Build says neither. Again, Tox is in the house. Good seeing you here, Tox. Dropping much love. Always good seeing you here, Tox. Tudio Kid clipped. Good times. I see a super chat, by the way. Hold on. Tootie says clipped. Lady J in the house dropping the emoticons of me. If you're a member of the channel, you get emoticons. Zur Cool Ninja, you have a great skull. Great skull. Gray Skull. Gray Skull, not Great Skull, is a great band, by the way. Good seeing you here. Hope you're doing well. It's a Thursday. Somebody with a bullshit YouTube handle. Almost 1.7 males for every one female in India, gay or share plans. In USA, far more females than males, and stats increasing daily. Strong nations are opposite of sausage fest. Strong nations are opposite of sausage fests. You have an interesting comment. I would invite you to correct your YouTube handle so it makes a little bit more sense. I like that you used you actually have an icon. You have yourself a personality there. Almost 1.7 males for every one female in India. Let's round up. There's 2 dudes for every girl in India. Gay or share plans. I didn't think homosexuality was a thing in India and in USA. Far more females than males, and that stat is increasing daily. So are you comparing India to America? You think that there's 2 dudes for every girl in America, in USA? Far more females than males, and stats increasing daily. Strong nations are opposite of sausage fest. I mean, I can understand, red, white, and blue love, America, and winning. The problem with America, though, is it doesn't matter how many males to females there are, because gender is a choice anymore. I don't understand your comment, honestly. I mean, unless you're making the comment that strong nations are opposite of sausage fest. Are you saying strong nations have more females? The problem with the West, though, and India is not the West. The problem with the West is females aren't having children anymore. And you can't have a strong nation if people aren't fucking and making kids. I don't understand your comment. Good seeing you here, though. Hope you're doing well. You're all sick says patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Okay, so you're a new friend of the channel. If you got a pen and paper nearby, I want you to look up the channel Wasteland by Wednesday. I grew up in the Mojave Desert, so I'm glad you said that comment. Wasteland by Wednesday is a great channel. Check it out if you haven't already. You're all sick says, go home, you're stoned. I'm just tired. Somebody with a bullshit Twitter YouTube handle right there. Change your YouTube handle. Make it something readable. Thank God the races that can't protect babies being turned gay. Being turned gay? They're not born that way? Huh. Interesting. Barrick Bill says 38 states. Yep. Contracting me sent me all over. U.S. Virgin Islands once too. That's amazing. Yeah, I remember poking around your channel a little bit. Whenever you find somebody's channel, go to their YouTube channel and look at their oldest video, and you'll always see like where they came from. That's always a good thing to do. Tox is in the house dropping Double love. Always good seeing your talks. We're only 10 minutes behind the comments. Saying, hello, everyone. I might wind up skipping comments. Barrick Bills, good night, brother. Good seeing you here. We're going to be going to bed. Love the Northern Cascade Mountains, by the way. GPS point to go at least once in life. Diablo Lake, Vista Point. Yes. Diablo Lake is amazing. Peace out, my friend. Hope you're doing good, Barrick. Louisiana's it's a beautiful shithole, though. You can't listen. Stop it. Stop it with your nonsense, my friend. It is a beautiful shithole. The feud. The food is good. Trucker D, what's up, brother? How you doing? We are in Southern California. We are parked in, and I seen you drop the super chat. We're gonna post your super chat right there. $5 super chat. Trucker D, we are in Ontario, California. The truck's broken down. We are getting some differential stuff taken care of. Trucker D, chilling at the house, just moved out of Pomona to Paris, California. Well, good times, my friend. I thought, shit, dude. The last time I heard from you, you were in Elko, Nevada. Damn, I feel bad for not having social media because there's a lot of you. There's a lot of you on my channel that I should be like connecting with more than just the stupid Churchill wheel. It's not stupid. I love the Churchill wheel. Good seeing you here, Trucker D. Hope you're doing well, my friend. We're only going to be here another 12 hours, and we're going to hit the road tomorrow. Bluebird's going to send me up north to probably Seattle or Washington, something like that. Funny thing is, they were going to send me to Tracy, California. And if you're watching the news, Tracy, California is currently on fire. The Medline facility, which was right next door to FedEx ground in Tracy, California, caught fire. It's the largest warehouse fire in California currently. It's absolutely insane. Medline does a lot of medical supplies and stuff like that. Very toxic. Good seeing here, Trucker D. Trucker D's in the house. I skipped some comments. I'll get to your super chats here in a second. Yeah, driving for JB Hunt. Ugh, barf. Local for Wayfair. Get home every night. Good times. I know I said barf earlier, but you're home every night. Hats off to you, sir. I'm gonna angle myself towards something like that as well. I've seen James Rowland, good senior. What's up from Arkansas? Good to see you. Arkansas is a beautiful state, by the way. I'm a little tired of the trucking industry right now. I recently witnessed a truck that somebody had died in, and I don't want to wind up like that. I don't want to wind up like that. Let's get to Motobomb, Virginia. Good seeing here, Motobomb. Value channel member, by the way. For the love of the gas pasta. Good seeing here. Good seeing here, Motobomb. Yeah, I'm thinking about moving to Minnesota. Well, there's no thought anymore. We're moving to Minnesota. The South hasn't really You have to drop a super chat for me to read that out loud, but I'm going to say happy birthday to your dad. And I hope his cancer goes well. His butthole cancer. Sorry, your dad has butthole cancer. It's from all that gay sex when he was younger. Surprised you were even born. Motobomb Virginia, by the way, has dropped a super chat which requires punishment. I never understood that song. When I was a kid, I thought it was Sad Patrol. It's not Sad Patrol, Sad but True. More comments. Thank you for the super chat there, Motobomb Virginia. By the way, Trucker D says Mexico won game 1 today. I was in the vicinity of Mexico. We're sitting in Ontario, California, my friend. I heard the news. Like I couldn't. And since you dropped a super chat, we got to punish you too.
Liquid chicken, baby. Do you have problems with your dental work? Does your gums bleed and get infected? Well, the answer to all your prayers is in this little bottle. You can eat liquid chicken with a straw. It's got all the vitamins and minerals of solid chicken, but it don't promote tooth decay. And, most of all, it don't promote a solid movement. Remember what happened to Elvis? Think about it. Liquid chicken is convenient, too. If you ain't got time to wash your hands and eat, just turn up a bottle of liquid chicken or drink it with a straw. Damn, that's good.
And yes, Trucker D, I was fully aware that Mexico won today. Between all the fireworks and, it was quite obvious. Let's get to some more comments. Motobomb says mad but true. Mad but true. Sad but true. Motobomb saying hi to Carrie. We're going to read the comments from the bottom up. Motobomb, been waiting for... oh, shit. Motobomb, I do apologize. I did not punish you. I don't think I punished you correctly. You're going to get punished. I do apologize. I will decide how to punish you, though.
You remember those heavens were shut up because the people... Oh, those heavens were shut up in faith, breaking through. And she proved God.
Had to get you. Good seeing here, Motobomb. Oh, you're all sick. Dope stream. Bye-bye, Mr. Truck. It's Mr. Wheel. Sterling Wheel. I'm your gas pastor. Motobomb Virginia, thank you. May I have another? No. We have to conserve. Some 6857 says fuck. Yes. Okay, good night. That's my kind of commenter right there. Right to the point. No fucking around. Turd Ferguson's. It's World Cup season, Unk. I haven't been watching. I do apologize. I'm not much into the sports. The whole reason the channel's called Sterling Wheel, as I'm a wheeled enthusiast. The last sport that I watched was Isle Man TT. That's a real sport. Rob E. Thedford. LA is a shithole. Yes. Some 6857. Can you say happy birthday to my disabled homosexual father? Yes. Happy birthday to your father. It makes you wonder if he was disabled after homosexuality, during, or before. We'll never know. And I already said happy birthday to your homosexual father. You're all sick says Taco Tuesday. I missed Taco Tuesday. I had Taco Tuesday on Wednesday. Wasteland Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, and Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday, yeah. Thirsty Thursday. We've had plenty to drink on a Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Tox is saying hi to Motobomb Virginia. Hey, friend, I miss ya. We all miss Motobomb. Motobomb's been doing well. He just finished a Thursday night live. You're all sick says, I'm from Riverside, California. You're not too far away from me, friend. My hub is in Jurupa, California. It used to be called Miraloma. I don't understand why it's not called Miraloma anymore. I'm only in California for another, Southern California until my truck gets fixed in the morning. Then I hit the road. We're back on the road. I grew up in Southern California, so I'm very familiar with the area. It's kind of nice to truck around. Truck around. Get up, get it down. Dawn reminds us, without a question mark, how do you feel about the melanated? I am jealous of the melanated because they can stand out in the sun. And, I'm a white boy. All this, if I was to stand out in the sun, if I were to stand out in the sun, I would get questionable moles. See that right there? That is a questionable mole. That could be skin cancer. I could be in the process of dying. So I'm jealous of the privileged melanated. My lack of melatonin means this could be cancer. And I could die on a live stream right before you. Right before your eyes, I could die. All because this white boy has a questionable mole on his arm. That mole's been there like my whole life, though, so I ain't too worried about it. So yeah, that's how I feel about the melanated. Your skin color doesn't matter. I told you fucking earlier in the goddamn fucking live show. The only thing that matters is green. Lots and lots of green. It's the only thing that matters. So shut up with your stupid racism. The only color that matters is green. And the blue wall behind me. See that blue wall? That matters. And green. Let's get to some more comments before I fucking pass out 2 hours into this goddamn live show. But that's how I feel about the melanated. Motobomb Virginia says, stay safe. I have a choice in the matter. Dude, I do not have a choice in the matter. I have to stay safe. I am the last American truck driver that has ever lived. Trucker D, yeah, I have 4 daughters. They want dad home every day now. Don't want me doing regionally. Dude. I'm proud of you. That's fucking awesome. Okay, so I don't know if you're still watching because I get far behind in the comments. JB Hunt is okay. But you just told me you have $4. You need to get on with UPS. You need to get on with R&L. You need to get on with Old Dominion. At minimum, find a union job. Brother. I hope you're still watching. Find a union trucking job. Do whatever you can to get on with the Teamsters, especially here in Southern California. I implore you. $4, and you live here in SoCal. You have to get a union job, dude. Trust me, guy. Coming from a man who is the last of 6. My dad was a UPS driver here in Southern California. You got 4 daughters. You need the benefits, you need the stable work, you need to come home every day. Do whatever you can to get on with the Teamsters. I'm not putting down that you work for JB Hunt or anything like that. You've made that choice. And whatever you're doing, I hope you're very happy with. But please, Teamsters, keep your record clean. Don't get any tickets or any bullshit. Go to work, shave your face and fucking polish your shoes, whatever the fuck you got to do. Get on with the union, please. You're all sick. I'm from the Inland Empire. Always good seeing here, my friend, because you've been here an entire 2 hours. The Inland Empire. I grew up in Palmdale, California, so I'm very familiar with the area. Carrie's in the house saying hi to Moto. We're going to get caught up in some comments, and we're going to wind this thing down to 2 hours and 24 minutes. But you kids need to let me go to bed. True gas pastor fashion, yes. That's so funny. I've got a certain kind of wackiness about me. You're all sick, Mr. Wheelie. Okay, good to see you in here. Stick around the channel, my friend. My content is a little bit boring. But yeah, you might enjoy my trucker vlogs and my motorcycle vlogs and all that. If you become a member of my channel, you see a lot more stuff that I don't really put out in public. Carrie's in the house, Rob's neighbor. Sports or motorsports, bull riding, mountaineering, the rest are games. Sick burn. Sick burn. Motobomb is reminding us the Isle of Man TT is beyond believe good. It is absolutely amazing. I heard, and you can verify this if you're still in the comments there, Moto. I heard that they're not doing sidecars anymore. But the TT is amazing. Carrie, Motobomb saying, good point, Carrie. Yeah, because motorsports is the best. Carrie says, I just got Rob to commit to a 9 a.m. live stream. We'll be talking about his trip to the Isle of Man. Was this recent? Brother. I hope to see that in the morning. That'll be amazing. Here around the Church of Wheel, I am the guest pastor. Today's show, we talked briefly about death. We ain't too worried about death anymore. Death is fine. Death is just a transition. We have a good community around here. We hang out. We talk about stuff. We're all like our wheeled items. Motobomb has a great channel, by the way. Check out his channel. He does the coffee lives in the morning, and he's a moto vlogger. I'm a motor vlogger because I drive trucks and motorcycles and Volkswagens and all sorts of shit. But Motobomb in Virginia, saying hi to Carrie, saying hell yeah. Plays on Freeway, say hey y'all, good seeing you here, my friend. This is my last day in Ontario, California, right next to the airport. The truck is over at Inland KW. They're in Fontana, just south of the Raceway. I don't think the Raceway is open anymore. We had to get warranty work on the forward drive axle. It was leaking out of the axle there. The forward drive axle was leaking. So they had to pull the third member and reseal it. And tonight they are letting it cure. And then tomorrow morning, almost afternoon, I'm going to test drive the truck and They're going to check it for leaks and send me on my way. It is a warranty fix because the truck only has 336,000 miles on it. And Kenworth will cover any leaks or any bullshit with the drivetrain and stuff. So the truck's getting worked on. Bluebird has put me up in a motel room for a couple of days. This is the last day that I hope to be in a motel room. They're paying me $250 a day, just sit in a motel room and stare at the wall and do live streams. It's not as cool as it sounds. I would much rather be at home or anywhere better than Southern California. California has treated me very well this last couple of days. I left California many, many years ago. And for some reason, like every restaurant I go to, like people are really pleasant. And everyone I've talked to and, here at the motel and stuff has been very pleasant and stuff. It's been a good experience. And I had the thought, plays on the freeway, by the way. He lives here in Southern California. He's a retired truck driver. I had this thought earlier today that like maybe I should have just stayed in California. Why did I leave California in the year 2000? I should have just stayed in California and maybe made a career or stuck it out. But I didn't. So we don't at the age of 46, we don't stop and think about our regrets or anything like that. We've carved our path in life and everything is fine. But it did cross my mind earlier today. It's like, why didn't I just stay in California and, keep building my Volkswagens? And I'm a Volkswagen, an air-cooled Volkswagen enthusiast. Why didn't I just stay in the community and have my show cars and my race cars and stuff like that? And I don't know. You get older and you think about everything you've done in your past and what if you took a different path? It's hard not to think about that. And I don't know. It's an interesting question to ponder. Good seeing your plays on Freeway. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Motobomb says to confirm that there's no sidecars in Isle Man TT. That's what I heard too. No sidecars, at least not this year. Don't know if that's for good. I guess because they had a pretty big fatality last year. But the Isle of Man TT is the craziest motorcycle race you will ever witness. Carrie says yes in the last 2-3 years. That's interesting. I thought it was a new thing. Plays on Freeway says Cali is great. The politics just suck. That's a West Coast thing. Although there's areas of Northern California, and I don't know how much you get up to Northern California. Auburn, California is a place that seems very red. The Eastern Sierras seem very, politically red. I really don't care too much about politics, but there are areas of California that people still seem, level-headed. There's still some areas in the PNW in California, Northern California, that are still great. But I do agree with you about the politics. Art We Hear says, naturally aspirated is how I like it too, man. Okay. I'll agree with you on that one. And I don't like that Porsche has gone turbo on like all of their cars, even like the ones that aren't quote unquote turbo. But I remember as a kid, I drove a Saab 900 and it was turbo. And just the way that it would pull was so amazing. The modern turbos aren't really like that. But I'm a big fan of the naturally aspirated motors. Every Volkswagen motor, hot rod Volkswagen motor I ever built as a kid, had a lightened flywheel, and it would rev to fucking $8,000 in a split second. And with a 4-speed with straight cut gears, nothing could beat me off the line. But I mean, car technology has changed so much. I'm a bit of a dinosaur. The air-cooled Volkswagens is a lost art. It's the steam locomotive of automotive technology. And I still know a lot of tricks and tips for building air-cooled motors, and I'm kind of hoping in the near future to maybe translate that into Porsche technology. Because there's a lot of money to be made in rebuilding air-cooled Porsches. That's always been like a little bit of a dream of mine. If I get out of the trucking industry, which I'm dipping my toes in, it'll be a hobby to start with. But yeah, naturally aspirated is fun. But I've been embracing turbos for the last 5 or 6 years, only because, well, in the trucking industry, we have to have everything turboed. I've never owned a turbocharged vehicle. I remember my brother, when I was a kid, we test drove an Eagle Talon TSI, I think they were called. A Mitsubishi Eclipse, and that was a wicked car. I think it was turbo. I don't remember if it was or not. But it's a long time ago. Ryan 915 Taco, what's up from El Paso, Texas? El Paso is a crazy town, my friend. Been there a few times. Those of us in the trucking industry, we don't go there too often because there's not a whole lot of loads to pick up or anything like that. It's always been a pass-through town. But El Paso's kind of a crazy place. It takes a certain kind of person to live in El Paso. Hope you're doing well, though. I got some family that live there. I've never had a chance to visit them. That might change in the future, but they haven't reached out to me, so I don't know. El Paso is a cool place. I'm not going to tell you anything you don't already know. Some of the greatest strip clubs and the best Mexican food in the nation. El Paso, Texas. Thank you for checking in. Fabuloso vibes. You can get a lot of free stuff in California, at least. The problem with getting free stuff in California, though, is you're not really, if you accept it, you don't have free will. Like if you sign up for government assistance, then you're stuck with it and you can never do anything better than that. My battery's almost dead, so I'm winding this shit down. SpaceX rover. Trump is the greatest president we've ever seen, just ignoring it on purpose. There has never been any proof of that. And I invite you to remind yourself that the entire time that the Democrats were in control, none of them have ever released the tape of Trump dropping the N-bomb or released Epstein tapes. So what the fuck? You had the chance to prove that Trump is a PDF file, and you didn't do it. So what the fuck? It's all a game. It's all bullshit. Trucker D says, used to go to Irwindale every Thursday night for the drag race. You see a lot of VW's bugs flying down the track. You probably saw the DKP club. Motobomb is going to sleep. I need to go to sleep too. Art, we hear same Talons are ballsy. Rode one of the turbo at stage 4 and left and show them for 25 miles. So much power 20 years ago now. I love the Eagle. I like I liked the Eagle Talon better than I liked the Mitsubishi Eclipse. The taillights were cooler. My phone is dying, so we are going to end this here right now. Thank you for stopping by the Church of Wheel. Today's show, we're talking about death, observations from the road. America is fine. Don't worry about it. Hold your breath for the next 3 to 5 years. Everything will improve. Thank you for stopping by the Church of Wheel. We are ending this now.